Hi, English 1021 students. Monday, Wednesday, 8 a.m. I am here to give you an announcement, and then I want to analyze a couple of our readings for writing patterns. So, y'all, thanks again for the Zoom meeting on Wednesday the 14th. I feel weird that I have COVID. I feel really weird about it. I've been double boosted, and gosh, it's a breakthrough case for sure. And, you know, I'm bummed about the fact that we had class through Zoom, but excited about the fact that we had class through Zoom because it was just as effective as meeting face-to-face and really focused on you finding your topic and doing a little bit to understand what good writing is. So, check the PowerPoint. Y'all, I'm on the announcements, the homework reminder. This is where the current video I'm making will be posted. But I did give you a link. I thought I did I not? I meant to give you a link to our PowerPoint, so I'll have to revise that, but I'm going to add it probably near the top. So do a little to review the good writing standards that you shared with one another in your group and then that you shared with the class. And think about those standards as you're writing your own piece, because that's what you're going for, is good writing. And we'll talk more about good writing all semester long, but that's to get us started. All right, a couple of seconds to show you some essays. I'm going to mute for a second. And I'm back. So let's look at some hybrid essays. So a reminder, you all, that I do the quick links in the homework reminder posts on announcements, but you can always find everything we're reading for class by going to required reading and then to the essay we're working on. We'll finish hybrid essay number 1 on Wednesday the 21st, Wednesday the 21st when it's due. And then we'll start the second essay, which is a memoir. So I'm already on the required readings, but when I click on readings for essay 1, I get the 4 that we've been reading in class or that you are reading for class. Let's look at the Gonzalez piece. I just want to talk about the writing patterns a little bit. Really, what I'm doing now is trying to read in that advanced way that we talked about in the beginning of class on the 14th. I'm looking for the writer moves. I'm looking for the writing techniques. So we have a title. We have this kind of summary of the essay, but it kind of works with the byline a little bit of the essay. This line right here is not something the writer probably wrote. Probably the editor did that. The writer wrote the rest of it though. Okay, here's the artwork. And here is the first paragraph. So notice that the writer starts in third person. Notice that we get a really beautiful description of the place. So we are in New York in the summer, and we hear all the noise, right? This last sentence of listing with all the sounds of the city and the ceaseless music. Beautiful. So nice introduction, all in third person. Description, primarily, right? Now we have narration. Second paragraph. Gonzalez shifts to first person, starting to tell her story about how she's got to college, how she's found her way to college, and kind of her expectations a little bit, right? And then paragraph 3. Look at this. I love these short paragraphs, and you may think about short paragraphs for your essay as well. Identifying. So y'all, I've asked you to think about a research question or an opinion, a position you want to take on your topic. And we know that Gonzalez's piece is led by a research question. Why do rich people love quiet? So this is what she's pondering, what she's reflecting on, what she's researching. And so in this third paragraph, we get kind of her thesis statement. I don't like thesis statements. That's a high school way of doing things. I like thinking about expressing my purpose, my statement of purpose. So Gonzalez sort of identifies a problem here. I didn't know this. I didn't know this thing about residing. I didn't know residing is quiet business. So she's not exactly taking a position. It's more kind of answering the question, kind of reflecting on what she thinks she's starting to realize. And this gives the focus for the rest of the piece. All right, let's look at paragraph 4. All first person singular I, first person plural we. Talking about the minority student orientation. She's put herself into that group. So more narration there, mostly narration. Paragraph 5. Now we get third person. And now we're moving from the student orientation to the bigger population of students. The white students arrived, and now we're getting some description, some observational skills, but also, again, through description. And then at the end of the paragraph, some reflection. What she'd spent her high school years doing, and what she understood about what was happening to her at this point. So I'm going to stop there just to point out, y'all, that your hybrid essay must have storytelling in it. It must have narration somewhere. How you handle that is up to you. It must also have either some expository writing, which is explanation, maybe a little bit of reflection, sharing information, or it might take a position. So I would say that Gonzalez's piece is mostly reflecting, trying to figure out her situation as she goes. And I want to encourage you to take a look at the Clint Smith essay over the weekend as you're reading it, to look at how that one is different. Straight up, the title has the position in it, so you know that that approach and that essay is different. And I want to point out about Gonzalez's piece, just to contrast with Smith's, that we have kind of a compartmentalization of point of view. This is all third person. There's sort of an isolation of point of view in the paragraphs. All first person. Still first person. Still first person. Now this is the first paragraph that has a mix of third and first together. Take a look at Clint Smith specifically, not only for the writing patterns like that I mentioned in this piece, like narration and description, and starting to take a little bit of a position and a little bit of reflection here at the end of paragraph 5. Take a look at Smith's piece and see how it's all mixed. There's first person and third person all in one paragraph. There's source usage, description of where Smith is, comments about first person and his belief, all together in all the paragraphs. Pretty mixed throughout. So we have this, like I mentioned this in class today, kind of these essays on a spectrum, right? We have Gonzalez, which is hybrid essay. We have the transphobia essay written by Sun, which is not hybrid, but mostly academic writing, right? And then we have Smith in the middle, that's doing a mix of kind of the hybrid essay and the academic writing all together. But I would still classify Gonzalez essays as a hybrid, Smith's essay as a hybrid, Sun's essay, not yet a hybrid. It's mostly scientific, mostly academic. So we have this nice comparison going on between the three essays. All right, that's all I'm going to say about writing patterns and writing genres for now. We'll pick up on this Monday in class. And be sure to check for the email on Sunday, the 18th, or after 5 p.m. And I'll let you know whether we're having class face-to-face or whether we are meeting in Zoom for class. But either way, we will definitely have class. I just have to decide and find out through my COVID test on Saturday whether I feel safe enough to come to campus and not expose you to what I have. All right, y'all, have a great weekend. Happy writing, and I'll talk to you soon.